So I have to retract my statement about how there doesn't seem to be much plasma fire in Oregon. There was just as much on my way out as any other state I've been through. And maybe the reason I didn't see it on the way in is because I was carrying an oversized load. But so here you notice this one right next to the unburned poles. Something's weird. Right down there's another one of these square burn poles. Just like right along this line. That one. These two a little further down, those are both burnt to a crisp. And right over here we got some cool plasmosis action going on. And like those other fence posts, these are burnt off at the bottom. It's missing right there. It's only burnt on this side. You can see where the burn stops on that side. And right here. And then this next one is the same way. I was gonna try multitasking the bloviation. So I got a lot of stuff to say about truth and consequence. And you can see the burn pattern, I think. My lights turned down on my phone because I only have like 13% battery and I don't know how long this is gonna last. Here's another one. So yeah, there's just as much plasma in Oregon as any other state. Oh, and right at the border line of Oregon, the Oregon-Idaho border on I-84, as I was coming into town, there was a lot of smoke in the air, and the overhead sign, you can see how that one's actually pitted out at the bottom. The overhead sign said controlled burn, do not report. Keep getting stuck on this barbed wire. Said controlled burn, do not report, and to turn on your headlights. And so on my way back, I want to go check out where that burn area was and see if I see the plasma fire signatures. I don't know if you can even see this, but there we go. Now I think it focused. I'd like to see if it was a plasma fire, and this one's disconnected at the bottom, so you know it has to be burnt off down there as well, because it only had that much left between the bottom of the post and the ground, just a little ways. But anyway, I'm gonna run up here to this tree and then continue on. So here's the downed tree that I saw from the road that made me want to pull over and document this little part. I don't know if it's even fair to call it a documentary even more. After it's happening everywhere, it's just kind of a hobby. See a little unburned spot there in the middle. And this unburned branch here. And that unburned spot there. And, ooh, that looks pretty cool. I should get through this barbed wire. So here's that same tree. And this is the part that made me think I need to get through the barbed wire. Look how unevenly this is burned. Ooh, it just turned my battery. Just turned the light way down on me. You can see the ground right through there. Watch. Hi! So one thing, you can say a lot of things about these plasma fire, but one thing you can't say is that it burns evenly. The future has arrived, it's just not evenly distributed yet. Some people are already in the future, others not so much. And as far as multitasking, trying to talk about other things that I have on my mind while I'm doing this, seems like it wouldn't be doing it justice, as if this isn't important enough to focus just upon that, and I need to add other stuff to it to keep your attention or to somehow multitask. Seems like that would kind of be minimizing this, as if it's not important enough to focus on just this. So I got a lot to say about a lot of things, but I'll save that for another episode. Wow, look at all the cheetah burn patterns. Oh, it's called Lichtenberg burning, where it burns fractals in the wood using electricity, microwave electricity that they hook up to the wood, but first they gotta slather it with baking soda to make the wood conductive. They've been spraying the baking soda from the sky, or something else that makes it more conductive, like aluminum, barium, and strontium. And aluminum is also an accelerant. They use it in all fireworks. In other words, it's kind of like gunpowder. Aluminum is powdered aluminum. Man, I almost want to keep this one. So links are in the description of the last videos and of this one. Lichtenberg burning, or it's also called fractal burning, where it burns these awesome patterns into the wood. And those same patterns are on the ground, and a lot of people say that's evidence of the plasma EMCO, where you can see these fractal patterns that look like trees in the dirt, where it like sizzled through the dirt and burnt out spots that look like this fractal burning thing. Anywho, I'm like out of battery and this thing's about to die, so I think this video is about to come to an end. But you can see these other unburned patterns here. Another thing that occurred to me is that I'm filming these just off the side of the road almost all the time. They might actually center or be more concentrated to the areas that are just off the side of the road, because 5G only has line of sight communications ability, or the fiber optic cables that are buried in the ground that run along parallel with the road. Jamie Lee of A Plain Truth has one of his videos called Don't Underestimate the Power of the Dark Fiber, and he uses a clip from my original video that I took in Spanish Fork, where it shows the underground fiber optic cable channeled this energy intensely to the point